You-yous. Come here. These new girls are less scared of us than our old girls. Come on. Good girls. Let's go.
What you ladies doing?
Come on.
So today we're gonna sort out the sheep. We're gonna divide them into our 2 separate breeding flocks. And before we do that, we've got a couple new ewes over here. We need to get them ear tagged, and then we can divide the ewes up properly, and then it's gonna be a circus today, you know, trying to corral sheep and get everybody in the right corral and try to make sure that the steers and the cows stay where they need to be. So let's get started.
Come here.
All right, let's see if
Watch out, chicken.
Dr. Doolittle can get the sheep in there. Nope, you lost 2.
Go.
All right, they're in. There you go. That way, there you go. Good girls. Watch out, chicken. Come on, sweetheart.
Come on, you.
Get in there. There you go, good job. They are all inside, and they are way easier to work with when they're in a bunch and you don't like separate one off by itself. So we're just gonna try to grab the 2 that need ear tags, and this is one of them right here. They're fairly docile, really, these, but we don't do a left ear, right ear thing. We just do a color code system. So it doesn't matter which ear we do. These girls are gonna be purple. Hello, sweetie. Oh, man.
And they're much bigger.
They
stronger,
are they are
I
much.
think, than
Okay,
our
come
girls.
over here, baby.
All right.
I got her. Oh, man. I didn't have her.
Okay,
Sorry.
I got her.
Did you get her?
Yeah.
Man, that did.
That was...
All right, didn't always go smoothly. All right, I'm gonna put you in the corner, sweetheart. Oh, I would. All right. Sorry, babe.
She's
All right.
done.
All right, held her a little better. Maybe we can let the yellows out,
That's what I was
and we put them in the next pen. Go, let her out.
Oh.
Nope, she won't go without her friends. Try to go out. Next.
This one. Purple, purple, purple.
This is
yellow.
not easy. So we definitely need a sorting system. That's in the plans eventually. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh, man, there.
Yeah.
All right, let me just grab her.
Okay.
All right. Okay, going out. Going out. Nope, going out. All right, that's 2. That's 2. All right, sweetheart, you're next.
No, not you.
You. Oh my goodness, you got some cockleburs. They got some pokey cockleburs in there for. All right, get out.
One more.
One more, sweetheart.
Where?
This one right here.
Yep.
The shaggier ones.
Smoochy.
Smoochy face.
Yeah.
Sorry, smoochy face. I'm gonna grab you.
She's the dirty one.
Okay. Get these girls
Get
past.
around.
Come on. All right, you're out.
Go.
All right, girls, head on down to the next pen. There we go. I'll tell you what, this double door situation really helps out a lot. All right, we're divided up. Let these girls out, and we're gonna lock them in one of the pastures.
All right, come on.
Come on, sweethearts. There you go. Good girls. We gotta get our new ram Curly.
Separated from everybody else.
Yeah, we gotta somehow separate him off from the rest of them, and that's gonna be difficult. Mm-hmm. 1, sheep like to stay in a group.
Yeah.
And 2, we have the cows and the steers and everybody else. It's just gonna be a pain.
And we can't really wrestle them like we do the sheep, the ewes.
Yeah, we can't wrestle. Yeah, I wouldn't want to wrestle a ram. I'm afraid it wouldn't go well. And we can't wrestle the steers or the heifers either. So anyway, we're gonna see what we can do to divide them up. This may be a fiasco.
Hopefully these screaming ewes will help.
I guarantee the rams will want to come across, but the problem is getting them separated off from the rest of them.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's go ahead and get our ropes set up for crossing the driveway. So these just simulate like electric fence, and it keeps them from wandering down the driveway. Well, she's leading them to the other barn. Hopefully we can sort them off up here. You can see them all following.
Oh, here they go.
Here they come. Come on, Allie. If you need to back out that gate and lock it, go ahead. Now, if you want to go around and close one of the other gates. All right, we managed to get all the livestock over here in the pine trees. They're not very happy about it. And then we're going to use our sheep sorting gate, and we're going to open that up and see if we can get Curly through there. Yeah, I know. Well, this will just be a minute. You're going to have to hold on, okay? It'll be fine. So we may get more than one sheep through that gate, but once we get them into this part, hopefully we can divide off Curly. So here we go. There's Curly. Come here, buddy. I'm gonna get behind you. You wanna go to the girls?
Hopefully Mo will stay with the cows. Go on. Oh, there he goes.
He went.
We just...
Oh, perfect. Just him. We couldn't ask for much better than that.
Ouch.
Watch your head.
Okay. It's not big enough for my head to fit through.
Yeah. All right.
Oh. All right.
That went way better than we thought.
Yeah.
All right, now we can start pushing him that way. So Curly's never been to the other side of the road in that livestock barn. So this may be a little bit tricky to get him over there. He already ran back to that gate back there trying to figure a way out of this pasture because he's alone. So once you get one of them alone,
yeah, they get suspicious.
They get very skittish, and they start panicking. It's not good.
Yeah.
Here comes Curly. I think he finally figured it out. There you go, buddy. Go to your girls.
Oh, I forgot to close the barn.
All right, the first, I guess, breeding flock is together. Well, Curly's doing a lot of chasing. They say they lose weight during this period from all that running around, I guess.
Look at him with his tongue hanging.
I know.
He's like, this is the most exercise I've gotten.
Yeah.
All right, ladies. You ready to go see Mo?
All right, time to go across the road, okay? Come on out. Not that way, not that way. Look, follow them. There you go. Spaz, quit grabbing the rope. Well, so far that all went a lot better than I thought it was.
Yeah.
We're either getting better at it or we're getting lucky, one of the two.
We know what to anticipate.
Yeah, I think our learning curves, we're getting a little better. But we do plan on putting some type of sheep handling system in here where we can run them through, be able to tag them, check them, give them medicine, and be able to sort them as well. So hopefully it'll get even easier in the future. All right, everybody. See, that didn't take very long. You can come back out. Mo, you got a surprise out here. Come on, girls. Come on, Mo. Here, cows. Come on, Larry. All right. There goes Mo. Took him a little bit. Introducing himself. All right, we got everybody divided up exactly the way we want it. Think your arm can get any longer?
No.
Can't get that camera out far enough, can you?
I was thinking Mo feels like a ram again now that he's got girls of his own breed. He thought he was a bull for a while.
He thought he was. Now he can be a sheep again.
Yeah.
That definitely went way smoother than I thought it was going to go. Let's get her chain wrapped around here because we don't want any escapees. since you guys escaped last week. So the other day we went to Rural King and you found this shirt, didn't you?
Yes, and it's very appropriate. Live like someone left the gate open. It's like it was made for us after
The escape the other day.
Twice.
Yeah, so we thought, yeah, we saw that shirt and we knew that they had just got out the gate a couple times last week and just had to buy it, right?
Yes.
Plus you really like Highland cattle, don't you?
I do.
Yeah. So she'd like to have one, but really we don't have the climate.
I'd like a mini.
Yeah, she wants a pet. We can't have too many pets around here. So we got 5 sheep over in that side, and the majority of everybody's over here. What do we got?
9.
9 sheep and
Yeah.
5 cows?
Yes, don't
5 cattle?
show my shirt.
Yeah, so most of our feeding, so we'll feed silage bales like over here because it'll get ate quickly. On the other side, this winter we'll just feed hay to that side because it'll take 5 sheep like 2 weeks, 3 weeks to finish a hay bale over there. So it's divided up where I think it is be the best for us to manage. And then here in another month or so, we'll get some more, right? Are we gonna rent a bull?
Oh, yeah.
So that's probably gonna be into December, somewhere in there.
Yes.
Because it's a 9-month pregnancy for the heifers.
Mm-hmm.
So if we got one in December, possibly have a September, late August calf.
Yeah.
Yeah, so somewhere in there. And what else are we talking about doing?
Buying a baby bull.
And we'd be getting it pretty soon too as well, right?
Yeah.
Like a freshly weaned bull.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna raise up our own, see how it turns out. Okay, I've never seen anybody like scratch the inside of a cow's ear like
Well,
that.
you know, sometimes your ears get itchy and they don't get to scratch their ears. It feels good.
Yeah, they're definitely, she's not like not liking it. She's
Yeah.
standing there taking it.
She likes it. Feels good. I've washed
Oh, you aren't
Greasy.
kidding.
Yeah, they get greasy.
You're like orange now, your hand.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can see that or not.
I'm gonna have to wash my hands before I make lunch.
I would appreciate that. So Rebecca's gonna go wash her hands real quick and we're gonna work on the Fenceline feeder next. So I've got the Fenceline feeder panels all painted now, both sides, and these are ready to go be installed. Yeah. Beautiful. Let's do one at a time. So each one of these feeder panels is made specifically to fit between 2 of the posts. So I just got to figure out which one is right. It's not that one. This is 71 3/8. So I believe it goes here. It looks like it's about a 1/16 inch big, so it's going to be a tight fit. Ready? I think we can fit in here. How did I measure that? Because I must have not measured right. Hold on. Oh, this one's over 72. I was thinking it was 71 5/16, and it's 72. Yeah, it goes here. The big one goes there. Try again.
It's not gonna fit.
No, it's gonna fit. There. Just a snug fit. All right, first panel's in. See if I can measure it right this time. 71 exactly, so that ought to go on this side. That was the shortest side. I'll have to go in first anyway. Oh, I got it backwards. You gotta go in first. I'm sorry. Man, I'm getting everything backwards today, aren't I? I think we're gonna have to just stop and take a break so I can get my mind right. They're snug. Now, see if we get your side tucked in. This one will have to, I think, bead in there. I think this is the tightest fitting one. All right, our Fenceline hay feeder, it's all put together now. And really, I don't think it looks too bad. So there's one more thing I need to do before we load this up with a hay bale. And where we put this railroad ties around the edge for the hard use area, we dug this out. And around the edge of the railroad ties, it needs filled in. There's a gap right there all the way around. So we need to get a scoop of dirt and get that all packed in, because that could be something that the livestock could twist their ankle in, and we don't want any of them to get hurt, especially since they're going to be gathering around this. Apparently I need to put a gate in here so you can just walk in here directly, instead of having to do acrobatics, lower the limbo.
Yeah.
All right, we got filled in around the outside of the railroad ties, and it ended up taking the entire bucket of dirt to get it filled in. So I think now, we're ready. We can go ahead, see if we get a hay bale, see if we can get it all loaded up inside, start using this. This is just dry hay. Make a
That's
mess.
really sharp.
Yeah, brand new. Afraid we'll make a mess here on the ground.
Maya's already lined up to the feed trough. She's waiting. Watch out, Maya.
Well, think my feeder's not quite tall enough. I ended up hitting right here. See that? I hit it with the hook. I have some hooks welded to the top, and I hit the hay feeder right there. So it's like, oh, I guess the way I should do it, maybe I can just drop the bale off this way and grab it sideways and
shove it in.
Shove it in, yeah. But trying to like reach up high and drop it in, it's just a little short. I don't know if it'll show up in the camera. Can you see that it's still nice and green? It's got some green color to it. I think it still looks good.
Smells good.
Yeah.
Cows came for it. Maya likes it, so. Come on, boys.
Come on, boys, come here.
Look. Come on. Look.
Get up here, girls.
Ellie keeps shoving them around.
Yeah. All right, you guys know where the new hay bale is. You want gloves?
No.
You never want gloves. Then I get yelled at in the comments because you don't have any gloves on, you don't have any boots on, you're wearing flip-flops.
I do what I want.
I know. So you're a woman of your own mind. Want to try to grab two?
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I can feel it in my wrist. Let's come this way a little bit, shall we? That way. Now line it up with your other sawhorse because it'll be like the same distance. You all right?
Mm-hmm.
Down, up a little bit, right there. There you go. Okay, good deal. Well, we're able to fit all of the oil-filled pipe in the garage where I can at least get it painted. And then hopefully here in a few days we can get out there, start finishing, getting all our posts in the ground, our braces built. And then we just got 2 more runs of fence to pull and get put up, and then that's done. And 1 gate. We still have another gate to put up, but hopefully we'll get back to that here pretty soon. And the worst part about this fencing now, I mean, I like the way we're putting it in with this pipe, I really do. The worst part about it is just doing the rust conversion and getting it painted. I hate painting in general, and that's like the worst part of building the fence in my mind now, is just getting these pipe painted up. And the reason we do it is so that it does last a long time. We're trying to build it so that it's going to last 25, 30 years or more. So like I said earlier, we're done with this Fenceline feeder project. I do plan on building more of these, and this is like version 1.0. We're going to try to figure out what I like about it, what needs to change. And the way I set it up is the posts have 6 feet in between the posts roughly, and that's so a 6-foot gate could fit in this opening. And then that bale looks pretty big. I don't know if that's a 4.5 foot, 5 foot diameter bale, but there's not much room between the bale and the sides. So it already looks like maybe this feeder is slightly small, and maybe I need to build it a little bit bigger next time. And then the other thing I've already noticed, of course, is the roof. We hit that brace, or what we want to call it, that beam that goes across right there. We hit that. And I think that this is only probably like 7 feet tall. I think I have to get a measuring tape. and we may have to go about a foot higher than that just so there's less chance of hitting it with the tractor. And then the other thing is the slats where they put their head through to eat the bale. I put those 14 inches apart from each other, and I noticed Ellie, she's the only cow we have with horns, and I noticed when she could get her head inside, but as she was eating I could tell one of her horns was wanting to hit a little bit, so we may have to widen those out just a little. The last hay feeder I built, I think they were 17 inches apart, so I may have to increase that just a little bit. What do you think you're doing? Huh? This is back to the whole cat situation. We have cats everywhere. You can't go anywhere without one climbing on you. You need to get off my shoulder, sweetheart. Get off. That's a bad spot. You're not gonna balance on that, are you? You are. That's a round tube she was walking on. Oh, cats are cats. So one more look at the Taj Mahal of hay feeders, as Rebecca would put it. You can see that this brand new bale, which I think is a 5-foot diameter bale, it is in there fairly tight. There's only about a foot, maybe less than a foot between it and the feeder panels on the sides. So I do have the feeling that the feeder itself is a little bit small for that size bale. So the next one I build, I have a feeling I'm gonna make it just a little bit wider, you know, so that there's a little bit more space in there. Well, at least we got one project marked off the list, and then hopefully you give me a couple more weeks, we'll have that fencing project knocked out too. And I'm gonna have to revisit all the goals for the year because we didn't start knocking out as many of them as we can. We've only got 2 months left in the year to try to achieve what we wanted. So there's one other thing I'd like to mention. I only say this once or twice a year, but if you've watched the video to this point and you haven't subscribed, you should. I mean, it's absolutely free. You can make a YouTube or Facebook account and you can subscribe to the channel. Doesn't cost you a thing. It'll help me out. It'll also help keep you informed of any time I make a post so you don't miss out on what's going on. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to be it for this video. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.